We are live, streaming another set in Defenders of Earth, in which we determine who will represent Earth in Exceed battles against the invading aliens. There we go, link posted. Still don't have background music, still have only the fanciest of interstitials with the please hold screen now, also showing an MS Paint preview of the characters' teams.
How lovely.
Top tier professional quality here, only the best, only the best. Alright, both players have
Look,
to
aliens
win,
don't have graphics designers.
as far as we know. R&D still working on it. Yep, each player has to bring a team of one character from each of seasons 1 through 7, since we don't know the aliens format. The players will play a set of 2 games, not a best of 3, so exactly 2 games will be played regardless of who wins or loses. The winner of the first game cannot play the same character again in the second game, so the winner must swap. Loser may do whatever they want. Within the usual expectations of reason. They can't play a character that's not in their team. Anyway, matchup is Skim versus Inkie. Screen name Samuel Kim. Our teams are Devris, Equus, Akuma, Treasure Knights, Iron Tiger, Wagner, Faust, whose face I accidentally covered up. That's okay, it's Faust. He clearly wouldn't mind. Gebrek, also Equus. Wait, okay, we have an Equus mirror. Alright, rather we might have an Equus mirror. That'd be pretty exciting. Ryu, Propeller Knights, Noel, Izuriha, Potemkin.
Right. Unfortunately, it's just going to be Ryu.
You've said this, and you've been wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume
it's
that
Samuel Kim. He only plays Ryu.
I seem to remember this prediction being disproven. So
well, he's about to play Ryu right now, so like
I won't believe it. It's not Ryu.
I'm not so sure.
We'll see. We're about to find out. Let's in fact switch to the game so folks can see.
Oh yeah, it's Ryu.
No argument. That is Ryu. All right, fair enough. All right, so first game is Propeller Knight versus Faust. Propeller Knight from the Shovel Knight season 4. Faust from Guilty Gear Strive, aka season 7. Faust has an action to boost and strike. 2 get exceed cost. Propeller Knight also 2 get exceed cost. Has an action to move and strike. And if you're reading the card carefully, you may note that he doesn't have that action. Trust me, he does. You'll see. Let's turn this off. All right. Yep, okay, everything looks good as far as I can tell on the stream anyway. They should probably hide the words.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah.
They'll get there.
Okay.
They're not ready yet. It says press it when they're ready.
Yeah, it does say press start turn when ready, and you know, I'm not going to rush anybody into being ready. All right, Faust winning the coin flip to determine who will go first, done at random. Though if the players prefer to randomly determine who chooses, that's fine. We don't know how the aliens decide first player. No big deal. Yeah, you should probably click that. Thank you. Okay.
There we go.
All right. They're ready now. And so are we. Thank you for joining me, Avasonian, by the way, and casting this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice to have...
Glad to be here. Good to see some wonderful Exceed.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like actually,
with how the tournament games have gone so far, I would not be surprised if something awesome happens this set.
Something awesome has happened in most games. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. All right, Faust ability right off the bat. Oh my goodness, that is a
badass immediately.
Your attack is EX and strike. Nonetheless, Propeller Knight still able to play viable options at this range. Anything from Propeller Pull to... okay, just crossing out.
Yeah.
Would have lost hard to the Scarecrow, but the Scarecrow does not get played. Instead, we have an advance of 3, which... 1, 2, 3, I can count. Yes, puts Faust at range 3. All right, Propeller Knight prepares. Here, threatening Saber Lunge, range 3, speed 6, power 4. Pretty threatening for a lot of characters, although Faust has 4 guard on one special and 5 on another.
Yep, and Thrust is a pretty brutal counterattack to it as well, hitting back for 7.
Yeah, hits back for 7. Parry fails, maybe calling the Thrust, because I don't see a Thrust in that hands. Yeah. EX Love on deck, though.
EX Love is pretty sick here.
Yeah, EX Love with a boost in play. Yeah. And there's some...
Get, like, Aldous off the top of the deck. EX Love covers everything.
Yep. Meteors also is just in hands and pretty solid. Looks like we're going to see the normals go away, trying to evade that reading threat where they can have their known hand punished. All right, yeah, change cards. Get rid of those normals.
Yep. Makes sense.
Keeping EX Love, Mix, and Scarecrow. Turn comes back to Propeller Knight at range 3. generally a good range for Propeller Knight, although he's probably more threatening at 4, where he has a like 3 or 4 way mix up across his specials. Propeller, Pull, Cannonball, Headwinds, Dive, I guess. Three among the specials then. Alright.
Yeah, being at range 3 does make his mix up a lot more lopsided, whereas
did skim draw for end turn after parry.
First strike was cross from hand.
Cross from hand, responding, had 5 cards, prepared, then parry.
Yes, right.
No, because they were the second player.
Oh, they were second player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they didn't. Yeah, because they after the cross out, they prepared to go to 7 cards, and then they parried at 7, which brought them. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I when I play parry, I usually leave it in play until like I'm done making notes, so I don't lose track, because I will lose track otherwise. I can relate. All right, Fierce gets played.
Yeah. As mentioned, Propeller Knight at range 3 has a much more lopsided mix-up than at ranges 4, just because Saber Lunge is such a dominant threat. And here, kind of abusing that fact, putting down the Fierce. Not much that Faust would love to do in response to 3/6/6, you know?
Yes, he wouldn't love to do...
Yeah, he wouldn't love it. Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be very wise.
Well, right now he could love it.
Oh, that's true. Right now he could love it, actually, because, with +1 armor, +5 guard, EX Love would not be stunned even by a 6-power Saber Lunge.
Yeah.
That's fairly threatening. Let's see, what could go wrong? I guess just a regular old-fashioned Assault from Saber Knight.
Assault would beat the love.
I'm calling this character Saber Lunge. Sorry, Propeller Knights. Saber Knight, Propeller Lunge. I don't know.
Instead, we're getting the before pull boost.
Interesting. Okay, well, it does mean that guard is leaving play, so it is Faust's turn, but Propeller Knight has +1 speed and +2 power in play, as well as the effective range of before pull 1 or 2 against most things.
Kind of interesting, because the Saber Lunge threat is a little more awkward now. Trading with Focus Guaranteed, which is like fairly natural play into the jet stream, meaning that this jet stream doesn't get any value if that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Which does mean that Spike is a lot more immediately cool.
Yeah. Spike is very online. Oh, well, whatever is
not
happening.
Not anymore, unless the top of the deck agrees.
Propeller does not have control over it. Faust spending some meter on a cancel. That's the Season 7 mechanic, where after playing a boost that has the cancelable icon.
And Let's Rock from the top!
Oh, that's a good boost. Oh, this is definitely EX.
Big value.
EX Love, right? Like, because you can discard the scramble.
You just get rid of the scramble, yeah.
Yeah, and here's EX Love, I'm sure.
Of course you just mash
There
it.
It is. Responding cross, which will outspeed. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's rough. Okay. Speed 7 cross, pull 1 or 2, pulls Faust in.
Getting back for 4.
Yeah, 5 power, -1 armor is 4 damage, stunning the Love, burning that setup, wasting all of those cards. That is brutal for Faust. Now, granted, he knew the risks, right? If you play Scramble, you know your opponent will wild swing the perfect card. You need to be playing against every possibility there. Second Grasp drops down with Fierce in play, so Propeller Knight, I believe, has no remaining Grasps, but he still has various fast options in general, so it's probably not going to be a huge issue. I'm mostly thinking about the fact that, like, Snip, Snip, Snip exists.
Snip, yeah. But Swoop is in the kit, so, like, 7 speed on range 1 is still very live.
Yeah, he does still have his own special. Alright, we have Destructive Goodwill. Nope, Advance 2, draw 1.
Oh, no, the boost. Yeah. I need to pay attention to the board state.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Faust CC'd and also moved, sort of. Only got a total of 2 cards back, which normally an Ultra would give you more, because you... Oh, what? What? Oh, dear.
Wow.
Range 1 EX with +2 power. This could be horrifying. It could be an EX Assault to catch a cross and stun. It could be an EX Sweep to murder a focus. Alright, well, he doesn't have Ignore Armor.
EX Saber Lunge.
It is EX Saber Lunge. Okay, well, that's only going to be 5 power, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fairly low.
Does have to decide advantage or hand right now before the block.
Yes. So hit advance 4, then choose 1. You can either gain advantage or you can gain an after effect that lets you recur the attack. I guess we can't tell what was chosen until the end of the strike. All right, they chose the return.
Yeah.
All right, block then spinning for extra armor, so Faust doesn't take as much damage from that attack. There's now a known Saber Lunge, which is probably going to be living rent-free in Faust's mind for the rest of the game.
Interestingly, the EX Saber Lunge there, I think, was basically just to cover the Snip, Snip, Snip. Like, the possibility of that being EX in hand.
Yeah, I think it covered EX Snip and, I guess, Thrust? 5 power to But thrust would only have been a trade for 3 back,
yeah.
so I don't think it would have been worth covering the thrust there.
Yep.
It doesn't get out of the range of Mix 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 because Mix 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 has advance 2 and 5 guard. Alright, Faust prepares. Okay, Private Reserve, gotta get another boost into play. You have
I'm
to pay
guessing
all
the
costs.
pull. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
there's the speed and pull. Waiting for the cost to be paid. Alright, there it is.
They got it?
+1 speed before pull 1 or 2. At range 4, that means you can now threaten, for example, Neverminds. Your
Not
opponent
that.
decided that you weren't going to threaten whatever it was that you were hoping to
No
threaten.
fun allowed.
No.
That is both dives down now, though.
True. So, which means if Saber Knight, I'm.
Saber Knight!
I keep doing that. All right. If Saber Knights, I mean, he is practically. He's the only one who wields a saber. All
Yeah,
right.
more or less.
But it doesn't cancel ends his turn. Propeller Knight then prepares. Propeller Knight's still at range 4, a really good position. Like Faust using his ability to initiate. Oh, this is funny.
Oh, well,
There's a
the
donut on
board
the board.
state is ambiguous.
Yeah, both. The faster player has before advance 1, because whichever player is faster is then
Yep.
going to discard it, which denies the slower player the effect. This also could be a knowledge check, depending on whether or not the Propeller player has played against Faust and understands exactly how these boosts work. Funnily enough, Saber Lunge is pretty solid here, and they
Yeah,
will play.
I was going to say, Saber Lunge feels pretty mashable right now.
Yes, they will hit for 4 power, but that is just going to trade into the Mix Mix Mix. 4 for 4, I believe. I think we need them to take the damage. There we go. Yep. All right, and then Mix 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 has choice of positioning at 1 or 3 with the after effect. All right, Saber Lunge notably returning to hand again. Interesting. That
Makes sense to keep that,
yeah,
corner escape on
I thought Faust would retreat to range 3 so that the Saber Lunge was more awkward to play, because now from range 1 it again beats basically everything except for, well, it beats or trades with, and it often trades reasonably because you're getting out of the corner.
Notably, the thrust did just go down as well, so, like...
True.
The number, and the mix. The number of answers to that Saber Lunge is pretty light.
Yeah. EX Snip is you know, the main thing here that could ruin Propeller Knight's day. Alright, just a block.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Knocking something out of the hands. Gets the other one.
Grabs the other Alone Infection.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
well,
pays with the other Ultra as well.
Takes no damage, but that is 3 Ultras out of the way for Faust, which is a good reason to exceed, because you're not going to be playing your Ultras in the near future.
Don't need that gauge.
Yep. Exceeding gives him access to a better version of his ability, where instead of just boosting the top card, he looks at the top 2 and picks one. Propeller Knight also exceeding. When you exceed, move up to 2. He has the
Canonical
same
turn to exceed on, I suppose.
Yeah, same ability as front side, but also he now has, as an action, you may move 1 and strike. So it gets him out of the corner immediately, gives him some flexibility in deciding the range, because he can now go to 1 or 3. Boost +2 speed, obviously threatening. We know no dives are left, so how is Faust going to deal with that?
Yep. Hey, have you ever noticed that the text on Propeller Knight's backside doesn't have the +2 power in red?
It does. I thought it did. Wait a minute. I just thought it was because the background was red. Does it really?
No, it's just not actually in red. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That's disturbing.
I think it's not. It's not red and it's not bold.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, kind viewers, you now also are cursed with this knowledge.
Sorry for this curse.
Huh. I always assumed that it just looked like it was the rest of the text because the background is red, and my eyes were causing it to blend in. But I think you're right. All right, we have either
wow, what a pair of choices.
Bomb or Scramble. Bomb being really funny because it punishes the faster player. Scramble forcing the Wild Swing, trying to get a nice stray hit here, and it will work beautifully. Beautifully. That Cannonball outspeeds.
Cannonball does dodge the additional power.
Yeah. They advance 1 or 2. They're going to choose 2, of course, so that they get pulled out of the corner, taking 4 damage. But yeah, that clears the sweep and does some free damage. Pretty solid from Faust.
Can't complain about that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the second.
What you might be able to complain about. Yeah, what you might be able to complain about is that you have no focuses left in your deck.
Yeah, that's
pretty bad.
Ooh, Blade Flourish. Yeah, that makes sense. That is a +1 power, +1 speed, and if you're at range 2 when you play it, you draw a card. So have some stats, have some resources. Like, it's on Saber Lunge, so you are giving up this really obnoxious special that you can use to dominate the board and potentially evade a lot of things. But in return, you know, we have some nasty things online. Anything from a speed 4 spike to a 7 power sweep. Also, he can change the board state if he's given a chance to initiate with his action. I wonder. Faust with only 2 gauge can set up some cancel chains. Doesn't have the gauge to play his remaining Ultra. He has 1 remaining copy of Bone Crushing Excitement, a 4 gauge Ultra. pretty nasty 4 gauge ultra, but you know, we're not there yet. I wonder. I would kind of expect to see that boosted from hand if he has it. All right, we have the Faust ability. Let's see.
All right.
Okay, so Dust for, or Faultless Defense for +4 guard, Hammer for push 1 or shoot 1, draw 1. So if he wants to be at range 4, he can be at range 4. I think we've seen 1 headwind, 1 cannonball.
Both headwinds.
Both headwinds. Okay, I thought it was recurred.
Oh,
no, that wasn't recurred. What was recurred?
No, it wasn't.
Propeller pull. Yeah, so 1 propeller pull, both headwinds. 1 cannonball.
So the range 4 mix-up is still pretty online.
Yeah, it definitely is alive. It's like a little thinner, but it exists. We know that a Scarecrow has is going down one way or the other. A Thrust has gone down. Both Thrusts, actually, right? Because the boost showed up. The Donut and Banana Peel have both shown up, rather.
Notably, the range 4 mix-up is actually kind of awkward for Propeller Knight, considering everything he does currently. If in this exact board position, Hammer comes out, does lose to sweep.
True.
Because Cannonball can't actually get the push, but it doesn't matter. We're just going for the FD,
yep.
Which makes sense. You don't want to actually have to deal with the Propeller Knight mix-up.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we're actually going for it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, sweep. No. Propeller pull beats sweep.
Propeller pull does beat sweep. Yeah.
7 power. All right. This is pretty exciting. They're going to try to call the mix up into +1 power, +1 speed. Propeller with the ability to throw potentially something just like EX dive and say, I don't really care what you're playing. I'm gonna crush it. Propeller pull also guaranteed to work because of the lack of focuses on Faust's side.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
And EX dive.
There it is.
Yep.
All right. EX dive at speed 6 is going to come in and crush for 7. Yeah, pretty much doesn't care what you did. Oof. All right. That was pretty crushing. It is...
And goes into Propeller's turn off of that, too.
Yeah. Notably, less crushing than some Season 7 characters who boost in Strike, because this didn't cost a cancel. This was just Faust being Faust. Right? He didn't actually play that boost from hands. All right, Propeller going to range 2, striking with an EX. There's got to be some information about this. Like, there's only 14 cards left on Propeller's side, and a lot of cards have gone down. EX spike into sweep. Oh, that's pretty bad too. That's going to be 6 power.
Yep.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. All right, it looks like we're going to have a reshuffle here. Yep, Faust getting his options back.
Yep.
Makes sense. Kind of needs his foci, kind of needs his options online. Waiting for the reshuffle. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay.
Okay.
There's some hesitation there. I was trying to figure out if they were reconsidering, but once kind
of hard to reconsider once you stack the deck together.
Yeah, it's like your deck is now one object. All right, Propeller simply prepares. May not have the option he needs to try to finish this out. Also, range 2 is not necessarily the best place. Range 2 is now very dangerous.
Ooh.
Yeah, many Faust in play giving Faust range. Notably, as was misread in a previous event, +1 max range to Faust only. Both players have but 4 +1 power, but only Faust gets the range. So Faust now threatening Grasp here at range 2. 4 power Grasp.
Pretty scary.
Yeah. Okay. Propeller Knight backing up to range 4. Interesting. Still a range where Faust can interact, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, with plus range Faust, you can hit with any normal range 3 option. Notably, though, if he's careless, he's just going to eat a launcher.
Yep.
Oh, pull 2. And cancel.
We're playing this Grasp.
Yeah. We're coming in. We are threatening Grasp Dust. We are probably using the ability. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
What do we get?
Move 2 or Force a Wild Swing.
Interesting.
Well, do they want out of the corner and you're going to change their mind about what they're playing, probably? Or do they want to stay cornered at range 2 and let Propeller Knight Wild Swing? My guess is out of the corner.
That makes sense to me.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure actually forcing the Wild Swing is too valuable here when the thing that you are threatening is the thing that Propeller Knight can't interact with super well.
Mm-hmm.
He does have for the Propeller pull, but
yeah, there's an intact mix-up, right? A slow would trade like a focus or a Propeller pull would trade with Grasp, and a dive would beat a slower a Propeller pull or a focus. All right, it is going to be the scramble. So not making Propeller call the mix-up, but just playing the mix-up. You should probably have set let them set their attack first. Another cannonball.
There's the snip.
All right, and there's snip, which is going to hit for 4 power. I did not see if they took the right amount of damage, but I will hope they did. And installing the afro. So after if you hit the opponent's post area and sustain it,
just walks 2 backwards with EX swoop. Interesting.
Okay. All right, Propeller backing up to range 4, still threatening that launcher. Says, all right, I have -6 guard, but I don't care. I'm really just gonna play launcher. At least that's
I'm gonna play launcher grasp, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, that's the heavy telegraph. Faust considering evidently either a wild swing or a character ability. Maybe reconsidering now. Going like, well, if I don't get movement on this character ability, what am I about to do with 5 power launcher, maybe 6 power EX, but probably 5 power launcher. Alright, make a little range. Go to range 5. That would be questionable, because Propeller Knight would just go back to range 4. Yeah, that is not a cancelable boost, I believe. That is...
Nope.
If you play it from hand, it costs your turn. Okay, we do have the Faust ability coming out.
Alrighty. What do we get?
Well, that's movement and that's tech. You probably don't want to tech the afro.
Yeah, would you like to tech afro? I mean, it could be believable if you just really don't want range 1.
Yeah. Seems pretty clear that Faust would prefer to have range 1, especially with this -6 guard and Propeller Knight side. Grasp just beats everything here. And that is not Grasp.
Interesting.
Okay, 4 power mix. Gonna give Faust positioning control. I wonder what the call was. Right, so... I mean, the call may have been block, and he may have just said, alright, I'm gonna know where I'm standing after this. Probably range 1 again. Alright, yes, the afro goes in the correct discard pile. I'm glad they caught that. Propeller full blocking, takes no damage. Propeller's turn probably has an awkward hand considering how hard he's been trying to stay to range 4. Alright, reshuffle action. Pick something up, refresh his options.
You have a lot of things down as Propeller Knight here, so...
Yep. Alright, Faust prepares, so does Propeller Knight.
Good old prep war.
Yeah. Alright. Badass cancel?
Badass cancel ability?
Yeah,
okay.
Alright, let's see some
What do we got?
You don't want to tech the badass.
Would you like to tech badass?
Or you can parry, so you can look at your opponent. You can either knock an option out of the hand, or if you fail to name a card, that's in their hand, you can see their hand before you choose your attack, which is wild. This is one of the more dangerous uses of the Faust ability. So you can call out whatever it is that you think would beat your attack, or whatever you want them to think would beat your attack. Watch that drop in the discard pile, and then play the mix-up. See, I think we have one snip down. Okay, calls out swoop.
Swoop, interesting.
I don't...
Just really wants to be able to play...
Assault?
Snip, I guess. Or assault.
Oh, no, it is snip.
Just snip.
But yeah, I guess they didn't want to risk the EX swoop, because we know one copy was down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 power, 2 damage, stuns, and installs the second afro. So once again, Propeller Knight needs to be faster to win the next strike, otherwise the -6 guard is kind of an issue. Alright, both players prepare.
It's not particularly like... Propeller Knight is bad at being faster,
That is true.
He's
worse
especially
at it now.
With weird wind... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I understand the vision.
Yeah, +1 power before push 1 or 2. Notably means that a cross or a saber lunge, a saber lunge in particular, actually would get value here, right? 5 power.
Yep.
You're still playing undercover range 1 though, right? So the push means that your grasp doesn't hit. So if Faust plays a grasp, you're just going to get stuns.
The really interesting part about this boost right now, actually, is that Saber Lunge already did get maximum value.
Oh, true, because of the corner.
Advances in the corner, yeah. So this is like telegraphing cross, kind of.
Yes, definitely. Alright, so the character ability, badass or bomb, you're going to be a badass. Makes perfect sense. Extra speed is really, really threatening into this -6 guard. And yeah, here we go. EX. How confident is Propeller Knight's defense? Is it still time to respond with cross? Is this a wild swing? Do you have the other block? So you would mitigate with block or focus. Okay, it is just grasp. And there's assault. Yeah, just gonna get stunned.
Well, there's the assault.
Yep. So 4 power, and reposition. Put Propeller in the corner, at least for now. Makes sense.
He won't stay there if he doesn't want to.
Yep. Does reduce that life total, and that's important. We need to get that closer to... Yeah, they should be at 12. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Alright.
They got it.
Yeah, they were down by a good amount, so they need little wins like that. I'm kind of hoping with 2 gauge on board we now see... Oh, well, that's definitely Saber Lunge, right?
Yeah, Saber Lunge into launcher here. Oh, no!
It's not. Okay, it is a trading. All right, propeller pull for 6 power. So the scarecrow hits first for 4. One of the rare uses of scarecrow without a boost in play. Propeller pull pulls Faust into the corner, causes a random discard, and also gets the tipper effect from Propeller Knight's ability, hitting for 6. Is now threatening to close the game with any number of really fast buttons, from cross to saber lunge, to depending on what boost they end up with, maybe a quick step into range 4 launcher. Faust with 1 more gauge, however, would be able to. Oh, never mind. That was the ultra that I was just going to reference. The speed dodge, because it attacks with high speed, don't hit.
Just one big
hey, look,
all right, here's the quick step.
Hey, look,
move
range 4. Hey,
launcher.
look, launcher.
Yep. Are there any blocks left? That's like the only actual answer.
We saw a parry earlier, so I don't think there are any blocks left.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
that should be game then.
It should be. Yeah, it's speed 7, power 5.
Even EX focus is not able to live.
Yeah, you would need the speed dodge or to prevent this setup. Oh, and that was 6 power just for good measure. Well, it's flashy. I'll give it that.
Just making sure, you know.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Speed 8, power 6. GG. All right. Good clean win. Yeah. Some great fights in neutrals. Some cool tech. We got to see the Afro hit the table several times, which is always amusing. Yeah, I really wonder about the plus power push. Like that
was a very strange turn.
Yeah, it's like I have -6 guard but +1 power, I believe. But yeah, changing cards for options, looking for perhaps a block that didn't exist, or just not anticipating the quick step, right? Like, it's easy to remember that Propeller Knight can change his range by 1. It's harder to remember that he can change it by 2 or more if he has Cannonball in hand.
Sometimes 3, yeah.
Yep.